Hello everyone. Today we're going to deploy our Next.js e-commerce website in Vercel. So as you remember, this was our entire build. We created our homepage, we created our shop page, even our card was ready, and also for the orders and others all are done. So we are like good to go to deal each and everything. Before deploying it, just focus on whatever the procedure it can be there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just create a small checkout scenario so that we will be see yes, it's working perfectly. So if we go back to the checkout section and create is just to try to create a successful payment, and if everything is good to go, then we are just going to push that everything to Vercel and deploy our entire application. Okay, we're now heading backwards to our checkout section. So now I'm gonna just go with my key setup here. So 35 1 2 3, and now payment. So after payment, how we did that our entire card will be empty. Our orders data, the card data, it will directly deposit it to our orders data, while upon also be keep our especially our orders amount, it will also be go there. So everything should work perfectly to align with that. As you see, still I have my, now as you see, it's gone. If I just click on the orders, I should be able to see the orders data. As you see, that's my orders data here, the 1 and 2. So everything is working perfectly. I can delete. Okay, cool. So it looks perfect. And to have that entire website done, you need to have that .env file install here. You need to have that all secret, auto Google ID, auto Google secret, and the next public Stripe publishable key, Stripe secret key, and Stripe webhook secret. You may no longer need it in this year right now. And here we need the Firebase service account key, and everything you can find in the series of video which I have been provided. Only one changes you will find it here, that if you just roll back to our package, what I did here, I just make a bit downgrade that 14.2.15, because in 15 I find some issues on that having the deployment problem. So just try to lower that version, it will be fine. And don't worry, in our next build, in our next e-commerce, I will figure it out and just go through that actual deployment. And even you can try, maybe within that time it will be resolved, so no issue at all. But I'll just go with through that specific 14.2.15 version. So now, as you see, how we can deploy this our website through Vercel. If we just put git status over here, as you see, it's in my root directory where git is installed. So I didn't initialize git here. And to initialize the git, we need to run one single specific command, which is git init, to initialize git within our directory. If I put git status now, you will see I am now within my directory here, and I'm gonna go with git ignore file, from where we'll ignore whatever the file, it will not go to like git. So env local is there, and I'm gonna also reconcile the .env. It should not be going in my GitHub. So what I'm gonna do now should be git add space dot. So it will add each and everything in my from my project and accept that .git ignore. And also I will make a comment here and the passing the m-m flag for passing the message that I'm gonna pass that initial, or I can say it's a commit. And after that commit, so means it's good to go. So now I'm gonna go in my repository here, and from the new I'm gonna create another new repository. I'm gonna just keep the name of shoppers test. Okay, so this is just a test repository, and I'm gonna make it private. I can make it public. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep it as private repo. As you see, you can keep it public, doesn't matter if you use it public, or I'll go with public, then I will try to make it private. Also, I'm gonna just put my .env file. So let's create the repository. And after creating, you see that the readme, it will add it automatically. We made that git init. We make readme is not record right now. We also create our commit. Now we need to make the branch git connect remote. So this must like create a new repository. We did that feature things, but or push an existing repository from a command line. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this entire 3 line, and from here I'm gonna paste and enter. So that 3, it will work perfectly simultaneously. So as you see, I copy paste everything perfectly. Okay, due to repository rule violation. I know what are the problem. I'm gonna fix it right now, because what the problem is happening here, I have my previous service account key here, which is not a good practice to just push directly within your repository. Even you have your service account key, remove it, wrap it with an env file, otherwise it will also having putting an issue for. So now I'll try it again, and again it will having the same problem for me, I know. So what I'm gonna do, okay, yeah, it's still having problems. So I'm gonna just go in my root repo, and from here I'm gonna just remove that git entirely again, so that it has no connection right now. So in this file base I doesn't have anything. So if I put again git status, okay, it's cool. So git init again and git add dot, and after that git commit and flag initial commit. And now I'm gonna just go and run this 3 command again all together in my terminal, so it will take the action. This time I suppose it will not stuck me there, because see, that violation is never found. So I am good, I'm ready to go. So there is one more thing also good to remove, that you see the Firebase access key, also remove that. If you are in private, like in public, you should not dispatch that one, but anyway I'm gonna remove that, so we're good to go. So this repo is here. Now I'm gonna go in my Vercel dashboard, from where I'm gonna dispatch my application. So that's my Vercel dashboard. If you are not logged in Vercel or hook up with Vercel, try to use your email and just log in. It's super simple. Okay, so from here add a new, I'll add a new project. And what I love most in Vercel, as you see, the latest one is coming at the top, not like especially in Netlify I need to search and it's annoying. So the new one is in the top. I just need to import that. So after importing, I will just go everything, as you see, environment variable, remember that variable. So what I'm gonna do, that's the key here, .env. I'm gonna select, or I'm gonna just remove this one which is not required, and also I'm gonna remove one more properties from here, that admin email, which is not required, and accept this. I'm gonna select all and copy. Then this this environment variable, I'm gonna paste everything. So now I have my all keys, right? So my .env file is totally perfect and good to go. So it's cool. Now if I just click to deploy, let's see, everything gonna work out perfectly, and my application should be starting deploying. And I know if you are building from the beginning, whatever you are watching in the video, because it's running on 15 with the turbo build, maybe on deploying you will face some scenario, face some problem. Try to reconstruct it, try to find the error, then solve it. And if you're having a problem, let me know in the comments. I will try to create another video with the series procedure. So no worries about that, it will be a similar contradiction, but let's just go with that build today. Okay, it's deploying. Okay, so as you see, it's building with the 14.2.15 and creating an optimized production build. So I think everything will be good to go, and we should not find any error right now. But even though, so typically if you are publishing any website in Vercel, that's the same scenario. If it's with the Next.js, it's very simple, no need to configure any scenario. But if it's with the as you say, if you are building the application through other properties, then you need to be having some issue. You need to configure some data layer if you're using like the same like Vue.js or other properties. Okay, so building the pages. As you see in the warning, React hook use effect has a missing dependency. If you are watching that kind of error, like it's just highlighting with yellow mark, no problem. Without that also it will go, but if it's highlighting in red, there will be a problem. Okay, now as you see, the route is okay, so not found page is got there, and okay, it's just building. So okay, I think you just deployed a new project, so means my project supposed to be go there. Okay, let's see, continue to dashboard, let's continue. So that's the specific dashboard which I have now. Also, it surplus a deployment status queue over here. Then I have my own domains. Okay, cool. So as having my own domain, so now if I click on that particular link, I should be able to reach out my application layer. Okay, we're good to go. So now as you see, continue with my property. Now if I try to sign in, it will not work. Why? Because remember, now my this, you see that URI is mismatched, so I need to fix that. So if I copy that and go directly within my application layer. Okay, that's not my application, so let me find my application layer. I need to add that URI directly there. Only then I will be able to access that scenario. So now that's my Google Cloud Console. So I need to just directly go within my application, which is the shopping app. So from that application layer, I'm having the key and other properties. Let's just go driving into that credentials. So in that credential layer, I need to change and dig down a bit. As you see in that web client, I need to add my existing, the new one, which is added, shoppers test.vercel. So before digging on here, I want to work a bit. Okay, as you see, previous one is already added. So what I'm gonna do right now, instead of running directly, I will change my domain. And how I can change that, I'll just directly go in my particular over here, and I have one domain here. So let's just go in domains, and I will go within my domains. In view domains, I'm gonna add a subdomain, so it will be shoppers test. Okay, shoppers test and 7676 to 1.21. So remember that name. We're gonna use that domain directly within our application. So let's roll back to our previous scenario, and here we'll go within our application, and as you see in that domain section, we will add our domain. So it will be .reactbd.com. So add that domain. I'm going to remove that. I will keep that also, and now it will work within my domain properties. I'm going to copy it, and in that layer I need to add a URI, so need to be added there. And also here I need to add another properties, which will be API and then auth, then callback /Google. So hit save, and after saving, if I just come back within my application, I'm gonna hit a strong reload so that all caching and other properties should disappear. Now I will try to log in with Google, and as you see, I can access the Google, right? And after accessing the Google, now if I just roll back to my orders, there's nothing to be there, as I just clearly removed that previously. So let's just add some product directly and try to buy that one. So proceed to checkout, and now if everything all right, it should work perfectly, right? So if I just create a checkout instance from here, 4242, and let's go. So after payment, it's supposed to directly inject my properties within my URL. As you see, shopperstest.reactbd.com, and if I directly inject that one in my orders, in the show details, we are here. So we are good to go. Our application layer is perfectly working. So now everything here in my repo is perfectly aligned and working. Now there is another way you can showcase that without passing your .env, like by passing your .env file. Now what I did, I ignored that, right? In .git ignore. Now one time you can remove that and directly pass your .env file. So whenever you are deploying, automatically it gonna consider your .env and it will take the hit. Now let's see if I can. Okay, orders dashboard. Okay, so if I go back there, okay, let's say if we can use our, what you can say, if we can use our studio. Okay, let's see. This is studio. Let's see if we can access or not. Okay, it's loading, means we can also use our studio. It's just embedded. We just need to add that in the course policy over there. So that's the problem only. So you need to just go in Sanity, you need to manage your UI, then you need to add that. So let's add course and continue. So now as you see, everything is good to go. So I can wrap up this application layer. It's right here. We are ready to go and it's working perfectly fine. So means it's just giving a good combination here. So I think it's a very much big deal to have those kind of things, like if you are going to run a building something new and for your portfolio is perfectly fine. Now there is a great feature to come. Their search need to be implemented, and there is another feature is that the small one, which is I have a hamburger icon. If I click, nothing happened. So now those kind of things I want to inject it slowly, like even you have understanding how to build those kind of things, then we're gonna use that as a dynamic search bar from with like handling the sanity alongside with it. We will make that hamburger in a perfect and a visual shape, and there is a lot of work you can do. You can visualize it, like on say add to cart. I don't want to see the add to cart, I want to see the quantity and price, so I can add quantity, I can decrease quantity. So there is a lot of calculation you can align. If you click, you can make more scenario to come, you know. So basically what I recommend you to do is to like explore a bit. If you try something, if you cannot do it, let me know in the comments. I will try my best to deliver to you. But what best it could be, first try yourself, not just comment that I want this. No, try yourself. If you fail, let me know in the comments. You try to implement the search bar, it didn't happen, let me know in the comments. I will be there, jump directly and make a video for you and show you how to deploy. Even I'm gonna share the code with you. Don't worry, this entire code I'm gonna share sooner or later. So don't worry, if you cannot fulfill that, go back to the playlist there. So you can find all the videos here. It's all are available. You see in the playlist, there's all the things is here in the videos. You can see the latest build, and that one, as you see, I think it's a 5 So today's video, it will be number 6, and this is the final build for this. Trust me, that is the final, because we finished deployment. Here is closed, we finished the deployment. So what I want you to do is just to give it a try, make something better. But if you want some specific reason, like if you want me to implement the search bar, I'm gonna make a separate video and I'm gonna show you not a one way but several way how you can implement a dynamic search bar. Now if you want me to have to create that hamburger icon, let me know in the comments. I'm gonna try several way, not a single way but multiple way how you can use it dynamically. Now in the profile, now right now we cannot upload like update the profile, right? But we're gonna do it if you let me know in the comments, and please like the video and subscribe the channel to hook me with it. So what we're gonna do in the massive way, we're gonna create so many other perspective, but before that, try it first, deploy it, and if you deploy it, please drop the deployed link in the description, sorry, in the comment. You cannot deploy the description. Please leave me in the comment. I want to see what you did, and I want to reflect that in my next video that you did that, you know. So try to drop whatever whenever you deploy a good project, comment that link, and then I'm gonna showcase in one of my video. I'm gonna make a separate video to showcasing your project where people will know who did that and how you did that. Okay, so I hope you can do it, and if you cannot do it, let me know in the comments also. I will try to help. If I cannot help in a broader way, then I will provide the source code so you can have it. The code is available here, so I'm gonna make it private for you. I'm gonna share that to you, and you know, it will be fun. So all the best. We'll see. I think you can do it, and I'll see you in next video.